You can give me your phone number and your address.
Put down your crumb.
Hey everyone, me Kevin here. By this point, you've probably already seen the full clip of former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, in Borat 2, having a potentially inappropriate encounter with a 15-year-old girl. And guess what, folks? In most states, the mistake of age defense doesn't exist. So you can't say, oh yeah, I know it's illegal to, have intercourse with somebody under 18, but I didn't know they were under 18. Yep, still illegal in most states. Well, folks, in this video, I'm not going to take sides. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this as a video editor, and we are going to look for any potential inconsistencies in the video. And spoiler alert, there are a lot of them. But the good thing is, you can still get 3 free stocks with Webull. If you deposit $100 with Webull, you get 3 totally free stocks, and you can get life insurance in as little as 5 minutes via the links down below. For now, though, let's get into the inconsistencies. First things first, the entire interview is absolutely being set up in such a way to create a sort of sexual connection. Research shows that just by physically touching somebody else, you increase, well, sexual tension. And I know this is weird to say because we are talking about Rudy Giuliani, a 15-year-old, but let's just say you don't see Leslie Stahl doing this to Donald Trump in a 60-minute interview. The look at the face, right? And then the touch.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for that. Really apologize.
Apology accepted. No problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you again for giving me this time. Shall we have a drink in the bedroom?
So obviously the "shall we have a drink in the bedroom" audio clip happened before they actually started walking in. So you know that there's already some audio changing going on here. Very common in editing, but watch, I'll play that again and you'll notice it wouldn't make sense for them to start heading into the bedroom and then you hear that audio, which that's not such a big deal, right? Who cares that they put that audio there? But it becomes very important in the moment. Watch again.
Giving me this time. Shall we have a drink in the bedroom?
Okay, so misplaced audio, spot number 1, that's fine though.
What happened? There you go, my dear.
Now, context is really important here because we are in a set with what looks like a pretty dang large camera right here in the back next to camera equipment pointing at the bed. This, in my opinion, makes it very clear that nothing is actually going to happen in this bedroom. Although I will say the "shall we have a drink in the bedroom," I mean, they did go to a bedroom with drinks. Like, is that what was said? Or what was really said was can we take off our mics over here? But then again, I don't know. It's not a good look that he went into a bedroom with drinks. Okay, not a good look. Now, he is also taking off her microphone. That's what's happening here. The implication is that he is undressing her. And then she takes off his microphone. And the implication is that she is undressing him because it's so hard to see those things. And remember, mic packs are usually tucked into your pocket. And then the rest of the cable, because the cable's long, gets put into generally your pants. And then the cable is run up your shirt for a male and sometimes along your back for a female. All right.
You can give me your phone number and your address.
That seems odd. This is another misplaced audio clip. You can give me your phone number and address seems like something that would have been said in the other room. And maybe it's just acoustically misplaced, but sitting down on the bed and then out of nowhere saying with that tonality, "you can give me your phone number and your address." It sounds like it was part of a larger paragraph. There's something missing there. And the tap on her nearly butt, not a good look for Rudy Giuliani. Like, the people who are filming this with the hidden cameras are probably like, oh, gold. Not a good look. But again, maybe he's thinking, hey, there's a legitimate chemistry here. She's probably, who knows, 24, 25, perfectly legal, no issue here. Nothing appeared to have been progressing anyway, but we'll keep looking here, even though we get that implication. Let's see what else we got.
You can give me your phone number and your address.
See, that audio just feels totally misplaced, which becomes important here again. tap, not good. This scene, by the way, this does not look good. This looks like she's unzipping him like that. No, not a good look at all. Like this is very embarrassing for Rudy. And it, like, in fairness, it's almost like not fair. Not a good look either. And you can see the white dress shirt being lifted up to sort of fish out the cable. So we know that's what's going on here because she's about to lift out the mic pack. There it is. So there's the mic pack right here in her hand. You can see a little bit of the cable coming down, and it's very normal for a dress shirt to get pushed up and then to have to put the shirt back in. Now, I will say the lean back on the bed, not the best of looks. I mean, you could have gotten up, but she's in the way. So in fairness, I mean, maybe that makes sense, the lean back, because she is kind of purposefully blocking his way. Brilliant setup. I'm gonna give it to him. Let's keep going here. That does not look good, but you could see his shirt was getting tucked in there. There we go, right here. You could see his shirt is up right here, and then it goes down. There it goes. Yeah, but definitely odd because it feels oddly extended. They're taking a little bit of a liberty in what they're doing is they're changing the angle to make it seem like he's actually tucking his shirt in longer than he is. And the way you could see this, and it's very close, they only really borrowed maybe another half second or so, but it makes the scene much more awkward. What I want you to do is not pay attention here, which is almost like a magician misdirecting you. This is where we're looking like, oh my gosh, what is he doing in those pants, right? Totally natural. But watch what actually happens here. Watch the girl, and she's going to turn to the right in this angle, and turn there. Okay, so this turn away here happens when Rudy Giuliani's hand's going in again. He's still tucking in his shirt. She leans over, okay? Over here, she just finishes her turn. So in this scene, she had already been turned probably for a half second to a second. There, see, she's been turned for a while here. So what is this? Let's see one more time. She's been turned, and she leans in a little bit more. We probably got a good second of her being turned. There, her turn just begins. See, we're kind of going back in time there. Watch this transition to right here. There, you could see her turn happening again. See, and then she leans over to the direction of the phone. So you're actually really getting this action here probably 1.5 times. I can't say it's a full duplicate, but probably 1.5 times. Let's watch it again. Turn. Turn.
Put down your crumb.
Okay, now, here's another very important part. Rudy Giuliani sits up. It's assumed, the way the video plays, that he is sitting up because Borat comes in shouting, but folks, that's not actually what happened here. Take a look at the time frames of this, okay? So Rudy Giuliani is going to sit up. Borat comes, what looks like, storming into the room. I want you to think to yourself, how long does it take you in a hotel room to get from door to bed? You're talking 4 steps, and when you're marching, maybe 1.5 seconds? Like, yeah, probably 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds. But, you know, in that kind of march, you'd probably be there in 1.5 seconds. The issue with that is, somehow Giuliani goes from sitting on the bed to fully standing, facing Borat, and turn, like, you know, probably 4 or 5 steps away from the bed. Which that all of a sudden begs the question, how is Giuliani so dang fast? Or is Borat not what made Giuliani sit up? Take a look at this.
Put down your crumb. She's 15. She's too old for you.
How did he get all the way over here? So to demonstrate, in my opinion, what probably happened with the timing, I put a blank title screen and extended some of the sound to what I believe would have been a realistic time frame of what happened with the sitting up portion. So let's just watch this and see how you feel regarding the positioning. So when you see the black screen, imagine Rudy's sitting up, he's standing up, hey, you could give me your phone number and things like that, because the phone number quote seemed misplaced anyway. I don't actually think there was a belief that anything was going to happen here. Who knows? I mean, again, they did walk into this room apparently with drinks, and it's kind of hard to see where the drinks are. I think they're on the nightstand here, but it's difficult to see that. But either way, let's watch this portion here, and this is my edit.
Put down your crumb. Oh. She's 15. She's too old for you.
Why are you trying?
She's my daughter. Please, take me.
Now, I know it might seem like I'm trying to come to Rudy's defense here. All I'm trying to do in this is try to break down the video and what actually happened, and I'm gonna provide another piece of evidence for you right here. When Giuliani sits up, if somebody came barging into that room, you would probably expect him to get up like, oh my gosh, what's happening? He doesn't do that. He doesn't put his hands on the bed. He casually sits up. And if somebody came barging into the room, it's very likely that the girl would go, oh my gosh, like there would be some kind of reaction. Now, we know she's in on it, but it would be natural for her to play the part and still go like, oh my gosh, rather than acting like nothing's happening. That's very unnatural. Well, watch what she does while Giuliani's sitting up.
Put down your crumb. Oh. She's 15.
There's no real action here. Let's go for just frame by frame here. No franticness in him sitting. If anything, she looks at him because he's getting up, but that's not where the sound's coming from. If the sound were actually happening at that point, he's not even looking over in this direction. If the sound got them up, both of these people's eyeballs would be going down this hallway. No doubt. So we know this scene was manipulated with the audio again. Let's play a little bit more here.
She's 15.
How he and this is the big one for me, is how he gets from this position and this happening, which he's 2 steps away from that bed, because I'm pretty sure they've got one of the hidden cameras over here. So you've got, look how fast he moves there. Borat enters the frame at 46:02. Borat gets from this doorway to past this bathroom door, right here, pretty quickly. He gets from where he shouts, where his scene opens up, to past the doorway in 1 second and what do we got? 11 milliseconds there. In my opinion, it would be pretty impressive to go from this position to this position in less than 2 seconds. Now, who knows? Maybe Rudy Giuliani's got some mega hyper speed here, but there are definitely some liberties being taken with this film. In fact, another thing that we could see here is from this angle, Borat raises his hand here, and he passes the door before the clip ends. So he's beyond the door at this point. But when we change angles, Rudy Giuliani has not yet passed the door. So it's these minor little liberties that they're taking. This is not one of the big ones, obviously. They're giving themselves a quarter to a third of a second here. Not a big deal. Very, very common in film. You know, this is probably right here more of where the other angle ended. So again, they're giving themselves a second. Yeah, it's more like a second to a half of a second. Now, if there's any advice I can give to Rudy Giuliani after all of this, it would be to make sure that Rudy Giuliani gets his 3 free stocks with Webull, which he could get by depositing just $100 into a Webull account, and you get 3 free stocks, which lasts until the end of the month, and he can get life insurance in as little as 5 minutes via the link down below. But what does this really mean? This is a PR masterpiece for Borat 2. Congratulations to Borat 2. They were able to get these shots. Nonetheless, you can't challenge what happened here. You can't make up the pat on the back. You can't make up the fact that he carried drinks into that bedroom. You can't make those things up. The other things, there were some liberties taken there with the audio organization, with the video organization, but hey, that's called film, that's called hyperbole and exaggeration, and honestly, it's fun to watch that in movies.